Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rosa. This is the 6th video out of 10 videos coming up where I'm testing out foundations with an olive undertone. Today's foundation is going to be on the Uoma Beauty Say What foundation. The shade is Honey Honey T1W. So if you want to know my thoughts on this foundation, then just keep on watching. Okay, this one has a long description. This is the most radical foundation ever made. Yes, you heard that right. Foundation just got personal. Uoma's Say What foundation with the next generation formulation is infused with skincare benefits, available in 6 custom formulas to cater to the unique needs of all different skin color groups, or as we call it, skinkins. Available in 51 shades, this weightless, long-lasting, adjustable coverage, vibrant matte yet hydrating formula is infused with biomimicry pigments that thinks like your skin to give that flawless finish and blurred effect. The blurring technology minimizes the look of pores, softens fine lines, and leaves you with a flawless base. Complexion perfection is finally here. Adjustable coverage, long-lasting, vibrant matte finish with blurring effect, hydrating, formulated without parabens, talc, or DC5, vegan, cruelty-free, pair with Stay Woke concealer. 6 unique formulas. Uoma Beauty understands different skin, different needs, so they created the most personalized foundation ever made. Each of the 6 unique formulas is developed specifically to target the needs and concerns of each skin. Find your skinkin, find your complexion perfection. The shade that I got is Honey Honey T1W, and it says here, Honey Honey Pink Skin. Specifically formulated for olive skin. The most common concern with this skin is premature aging, and the most common skin type is combination oily skin and prematurely aging. So I don't understand Honey Honey Pink Skin. Olive undertones are known because they have a green tint to it. Totally different from pink skin. But the description for T1W says for olive skin with warm undertones. Growing up, I had like the perfect skin. I had no issues. My skin was pretty normal and never really dealt with oily or dryness until later. When I did start getting acne on my skin due to hormonal imbalances, my skin was very oily, and then like around my 25th birthday there was like a switch and my skin turned to really dry. After resetting my skincare, all these different changes I did in my life, now my skin is more like normal to dry. What I did like about this is that they actually do cater to a lot of olive skin choices. Their line of Honey Honey is all catered to olive skin. They go by olive skin with warm undertones, neutral undertones, cool undertones. I picked T1W. I'm guessing T1 would be lighter than T3. This one, it retails for $39 at Ulta. As usual, I'm gonna be using my right side with the brush and my left side with the sponge. Before I forget, this is what my skin looks like at the moment. Here's my chest and my shoulders, just so that you can get an idea for the color. Yeah. This one's very watery. It looks pretty dark. Can you guys see that compared to my neck and my shoulders? I do like the feeling of it and the coverage and how radiant my skin looks, but instead of putting the application on this side just to remove it, what I'm gonna do is try to manipulate the color a little bit. I'm gonna see if adding a little bit of this white corrector is gonna lighten it up. Here is the original. Here is what I'm mixing. Ooh. Okay. I started to feel like Bob Ross trying to get the colors right. I just kept going back and forth with the white and the foundation. I'm gonna get closer so that you can see how much different both sides look. Here's my forehead. This side does look a little too light, and this one just looks a little too dark. Looking at it from the mirror, it does look pretty crazy on this side. It just looks too dark for my liking compared to this side, where it does look a lot better and closer to my skin. The only tedious part about all of this is that I have to keep going back and forward until I figure out what the best ratio is, and that would be pretty time consuming to do every single time that I do this foundation. So personally, I am not really liking the shade for this foundation. I think I'd rather go online and see if they have one of their tests. I'm going on their website and double checking to see if they have like a shade match. Honey does look a little too dark, so maybe next time I can look into the Fair Lady. This is where the problem begins, because it says, what is your undertone? They only have cool, neutral, warm. So I click on warm and it gave me shade T2W. I'm gonna try to actually clean this side and try to match this side to this and finish up my makeup, and then I'll be back with more thoughts. Okay, I'm back, and I think I made it work a lot better than it looked with just the foundation by itself. I really had to play back and forth with the white concealer in order for it to look pretty good. I will actually bring up a photo that I took with my iPhone in front of my window where you can see in natural light where the foundation blends pretty well with my skin. I feel like the undertone is actually pretty good. It didn't pull an orange or like too pink. The only problem with this foundation is that it's just way too dark. I'm gonna get closer so that you can see how the foundation looks. Okay, here it is. I did powder my face very lightly with the number 7 translucent powder. And now I'm going to be inserting the swatches of how this foundation compares to others in my collection. So the first one is the Uoma Beauty Say What foundation. This one is in Honey T1W. Next is the LC Micro Silk foundation in Warm Ivory. Next is the Dose of Colors in the shade 119 Light Medium. Next is the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation in Neutral Light 33 ml. Next is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation in the shade 30 CG. Next is the Naturale Stick Foundation in the shade Honey. Lastly, I have the Hardcandy Glamoflauge in the shade Olive. This has been the closest match to my skin, and as you can see, for today's, the Uoma is pretty dark, but the undertone is not as bad as, like, say this one or this one here. Here's the top of my arm. Some final thoughts I have for the shade on this foundation is that if you really want to make it work, you can lighten it up with some white drops or white concealer, but I think that I might have a better chance finding a closer shade match if I just go to their website, even if the description doesn't say olive in it. I just wanted to double check going down the list to the more lighter shades. There's not one that says olive in it. The one I have is technically the lightest shade, but like I said before, if you feel like you're using more than half of your corrector to change the color of the foundation, then I personally don't feel like it's worth it. But the foundation itself, I like it. I'm just gonna try to get a different color. I think that's it for today. I hope that you find this helpful. If you did, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified when I upload the next video. We are more than halfway. I just have 4 more to go. If you have any questions or any comments or concerns, leave them down below in the comments. I would love to interact with you. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.